and welcome back to the Taylor Seminars, where we talk about how Taylor Swift turns life into poetry. My name is Hannah, and I'm here with my wonderful co-host, Exquisite. Hello.
Hi, Hannah.
Oh my
How are you?
gosh, I'm so
Okay.
good. I'm so good. I'm so excited to be talking about the Opalite music video. Did you love it?
I love that video so much. It was so cute and fun and literally like 80s, 90s
90s,
rom-com coded. It's very
100%.
fun.
Uh, it was originally released only on Apple and Spotify Premium, I believe, but it just came out on YouTube. So we thought it's the perfect time for us to talk about this music video, which I think showcases even more of what a great director she is and these sensibilities she has. What are
Yes.
your initial
Yes.
thoughts?
My initial thought was, wow, Taylor's direction has really like jumped up. And I've also saw like a lot of other people saying this, but this is a music video that makes me feel like some sort of idea of where Taylor's movie may go, like or the way she would probably film it. This and like All Too Well, but I'm thinking she's probably going to film her movie in using film.
Hmm.
I think she really likes that. The color grading of the music video, beautiful, gorgeous, never been done before, no longer is done. And I love that this music video has like a very, very clear storyline. Like
Yes,
the Ophelia music video, beautiful, also has a storyline, but
it's
I
more
guess some
meta.
people can miss it. Yeah, yeah. It's more meta. This one is like, oh, she has a very clear storyline. And I love the fact that you can see in her eyes when she came up with the idea on the Graham Norton show.
It's incredible.
She includes that part. This is like so funny.
Yeah, there's a lot there's a three act structure in here, which I think is really cool. We have her story, his story, the coming together, the climactic scene with the Nopalite, and then the what's after falling? What's like the resolution,
Denouement.
the denouement, right? With the
Denouement.
with the dance scene, and uh, she's able to do the editing of that story so well to fit the song, but also make really good pacing. The cinematography with Prieto,
I think so.
phenomenal. There were shots that literally look like movie stills, and um, I'm so excited to talk about it. Should we jump in?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think we should. And I think when we say this was like a rom com, I just want to say I think it's very fun that she even did a little twist on the typical rom com because there's typically like a third act breakup in a rom com. You know, like things
So
come to
annoying.
light, they realize, oh, this was fake, or oh, this was just a joke, and they run for their from their feelings, blah blah. In this music video, the lonely man does not let this happen. He jumps in front of the Nopalite. It's like, no, get
Yes,
away.
we'll get there. We'll get there. Do you want to start with the little intro to the technically the intro to the music video?
Yeah, okay. So it starts with it is an infomercial for
Correct.
Opalite, which is a spray bottle that turns your crap into good
Yeah,
days.
crappiness into happiness.
It's happiness. Exactly, exactly. And that narration is by Killian
Killian Murphy.
Murphy, and I almost just said Cillian, and I was like, his fans would kill me. I don't even know where that came from, but anyway, he's doing the voiceover because everyone who was on Graham Norton with Taylor that day is in the music video
Yes.
some way. So
And this infomercial is very like if you grew up with TV in the 90s, well, and before, these were very, very common, like direct to consumer sales pitches. You get them on TikTok now, but you got them back then on TV, especially if you were watching it some weird hour.
yeah,
And we
I think
have
the most famous one was the OxyClean commercial,
OxyClean. There was another one that was like, it like cooked your rotisserie chicken. Set it and forget it. I cannot remember.
or
Um,
the play foam thing that was like balls and in the foam thing, and you could stick it to things. It was always gross, but it was always toys or cleaning products or like cooking
yeah,
things.
very very much sold to housewives, right? Because they're the ones at home
Hmm.
watching TV. So we have an Eras Tour
On nine nine nine
dancer.
nine nine nine.
Yes,
Yes.
plus free shipping. We
Yeah.
have the Eras Tour dancer Karen. She is looking so glum because she does not like her job, but more than that, she is living with a trash can, which I don't know if you know this, but trash is gross.
It's gross. It's disgusting. The garbage is in her bed. And
In her
it,
office too. It's following her around everywhere. I like. It's not just excuse me at home. It's in her office. It's in her bedroom, and she is so frustrated because she's unsatisfied. There's
mm-hmm.
even a graph on her computer screen that's going down. Like it's showing like her life is not. It's not. There's no up. It's
Yeah.
all like. Boo. But
It's not where she wants it.
she's able to use Opalite, this chemical spray that you spray it, and then she suddenly looks like she's on some kind of game show throne with Jan, another
Mm-hmm.
dancer, presenting her with a
Mm-hmm.
"Thank you for a lovely bouquet." I feel like it's a little reference.
Yep. Yep.
Uh,
Yep.
he's dressed like a Romeo, and she's like in paradise with literal like palm trees in the background, and that's what your life could be if you if you buy Opalite for $19.99
Yep.
plus free shipping.
Exactly. Or would it be 13 payments of
Oh,
$13.99,
that would
if you
yes,
will?
100%. No, and so, and then all of a sudden it zooms out, and we see that a brunette Taylor is watching that infomercial, then turns it off.
Yep, and she's sitting next to, which was very shocking. I thought it would be a cat. I thought it was a cat, and then it zoomed in, it's a rock. Sitting
Yes,
next to a rock.
yes, a plain old rock. Like I would maybe a small boulder. You could even say, right? It's quite hefty.
Yeah.
And she is wearing very 90s coded like scrunchy, and she ends up at a first she's in the bedroom no living room with the rock, and then she ends up in a children's playground, you might say.
Yeah, on children's swings.
Yes, which
Swinging.
uh fresh out, is that
Yes, it
fresh out
is.
slimer? um what is the lyric? Oh my gosh.
Wearing a, back to the part where we used to sit on children's swings wearing imaginary rings.
Yes, and in the background we actually see a mom and two boys running around. And Taylor, when she tries to swing with her rock, it falls off. And then she has to get off, and it kind of ruins the
Yeah.
mood.
Yeah, and it's also like if we're taking the scene by scene and looking at that, you have like something that perhaps the character wants in the background, and she's, because it's like in the background, and in the foreground, right, is our character swinging by herself with this rock, and then the rock falls off, doesn't even participate.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
um
I skipped something. Do you want to talk about the box? The
oh yes, you
the
can talk about the box. Yes.
So the box is a nod to the pet rock phenomenon that happened back in the day, where you could pay money to own a rock that would be your friend. And so this rock is from a box that says "My best friend." It's and she's opened the box and put it next to her. Now, and to me, in terms of the storyline, it's like she's like, "Oh, I don't need this Opalite because look, I have a best friend, right? I'm so happy, right? Like I don't need." That's
Mm-hmm.
why she turns it off. She doesn't call the number on your screen right now. No,
Yeah.
she's like, "Oh no, look, I have a best friend, and I'm gonna show you. Like, look, we're gonna have so much fun, so much fun."
And
So
she ripped that box open, by the way.
yeah,
Like, it is ripped.
and so she's like, "Yep, look at us, we're having so much fun. We're on the swing. Oh, rock falls off." She rushes to pick it up, and then
He
the
was
next,
my best friend, by the way,
oh yeah, very
down at the Sandlot.
yeah. So that's from My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys. The original lyric is what?
He was my best friend, and that was the worst part.
So we found that lyric went in her voice note. And then this is Exquisite's favorite scene, I think, the next one where she's making something.
No, you're insane. Is that Hannah?
You
What
noticed
she-
this. You're
what
the
is
one who
she
posted it.
Okay, but listen. Okay, guys. She's making. Well, what do you call them?
So we call them
Because
fortune tellers back in.
I definitely called them cootie catchers growing up.
Yeah. So see, now we probably have covered the whole country with our regional differences. So now everyone will be like,
Exactly.
I know what it is. So basically, it's a little paper game where you fold it, and so you could open and close it.
Mm-hmm.
with using your thumb and forefinger, and then
Yeah.
you go,
It. Yep.
and then
Yep.
inside
And you
there's
would
like a
have
fortune.
someone. Yeah, you would have someone would pick the one they would want. At least the way we played it, they would pick the color that's on top, and so then you would spell out purple by opening it up, and then whichever one they'd have four choices, and they pick the number, and then you'd count how many of that numbers, and then you'd open it up, and their fortune was inside, right?
Exactly.
And so the lonely woman, she is making these fortune tellers, cootie catchers, and she on the floor, you can see she has all of these different attempts, and like she's got some crumbled parts, she's got fresh paper in case this part doesn't work out. She's trying and trying and trying and trying, and she's like using her best colors for the portrait, if you will.
Hmm.
Um, and she extends her hands to the rock to be like, look. And of course, the rock doesn't give her anything back.
The Rock does not. You could say The Rock tolerates it. I will say too, I think the outfit choices so far have been very interesting. Obviously, The Rock is just gray, but she in this scene is very colorful. And even in the next scene, she's wearing these blue overalls with like some cute flower patterns on it. Like she's still got some life in her, right? She looks quite content. Maybe not thrilled, like effusive, but she's
Yeah.
quite content because in the next scene, she's making friendship bracelets.
Yeah.
So she's has like a plate full of beads. The Rock is just sitting there, and she puts and The Rock is also next to a copy of Faith by George Michael, a little nod to father figure, on the
Hmm.
bed. And she takes this and puts a Friends Forever friendship bracelet on this rock.
Yeah, I should also say, um, there's also the lyric "Bad bad boy shiny toy with the price you know that I bought it."
Ooh, that's
Um,
crazy.
so we should this is a reference to her discography, if you will. Like she's very happy to buy this toy. Like she doesn't need anything else. Like Hannah was saying, like she's happy. She was excited to open it up. She's still got her bright colors on. She's like, let's make friendship bracelets, and she's making by herself. And if you've ever made a friendship bracelet, and which who are you kidding? You're listening to this podcast. You probably have made one. Um, they're actually super tedious, low
I've
key.
literally only made like two, and then I made my husband make them because he was like, he had the focus to do it, and I couldn't do it. I dropped one, and the beads went everywhere, and I said, never mind. Um,
They're
I
genuinely so tedious.
But she did it, and then now they're getting ready to go out. Like he's dressed up with a little friendship bracelet. She's in this very cute red dress. Someone on the Twitter timeline pointed out it's very similar, even maybe the same dress as that from She's All That, which is a
Ooh.
very, 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 very famous '90s rom com in which an awkward girl. There's a bet to where the guys are like, I bet you can't make that ugly girl like prom queen, and obviously he takes the dare, falls in love. Very, very typical rom com. And the dress that she wears at the prom is that little red dress. So
Yep.
90s coded.
Also, everybody like I don't think there's a string going on here.
There is a string
Uh,
going, a
there's
red
a red
string.
string, yeah, which is like red string of fate, which is like the invisible string made visible. But also, it's not that it comes from the dress because I don't think she's pulling it off. I think she's pulling her dress down and is like, okay, what do I do with this extra string? Have you ever like put on a dress and you're like, wait, where does this part go? I
Yeah,
feel like I have the whole thing on.
yeah,
It's kind of like that. It's like she's awkward, and so she's like trying to figure out how to make it work because obviously it goes with something.
yeah.
So she's like, maybe it goes around the both of me and my rock.
Yeah, and it's so funny. Like she does look so awkward, but not in a bad way. I've done that before in the dressing room and have no idea where this sleeve is. Is my head supposed to go in this hole or that hole?
Mhm.
And yeah, I do think there is some kind of idea of, oh, like this is not working, but she's trying to make it work.
Yeah, she's like, it's like she's not used to dressing up, but she wants to. She wants to dress up and she wants to go out.
So
Yeah.
then there is this where she starts putting the glitter on them?
Yeah, she's like gets very cute. She puts the glitter across her collarbone, which the mark you saw on my collarbone.
The maroon theory.
Yeah, the moral theory is always haunting me. And
Uh,
then she puts the glitter on the rock. And Hannah, what has glitter been in Taylor music videos?
Yeah, so the glitter came into prominence in the Anti-Hero music video where she like cut up an egg, there was glitter inside, and then she got pierced through the heart by an arrow, and then glitter came out of her chest. And she did an interview for directors for Variety, and she basically said like it shows that I'm not human. I'm like, or like the characters like they're not real, right? They don't bleed blood, they bleed glitter. And as soon as I saw that glitter, I was like, oh, like she's referencing like something about her that, you know, she's repeating. And I really think that this has to do with like, hey, like, yes, I'm glitter and I'm different, but in this scene, she's like kind of putting it out there. Like, look, I'm going to show a little bit of my glitter. I'm going to try to shine a little. I'm going to be a little bejeweled, you might say. And she even places the glitter on the rock to be like, hey, like, I want you to glitter with me. I want,
it's like I want to share this with you.
Yes. Yeah,
She's very happy to do it.
Yeah, and the Rock is happy to take it. I mean, actually, we don't know if he's happy to take it. The Rock takes it. Gets a little smeared. What did you say?
I said The Rock just takes it, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they go out to karaoke.
Mm-hmm. And she's holding this rock. And that part where she makes him try to sing is hilarious. Like it's sad
so funny.
It's sad if you zoom out, but within the context of the music video, it's very funny.
And it's also like that rock has to be heavy. It's a biggish rock.
Yeah.
And she's lugging it around, dancing, like trying to dance and sing.
Yes.
And you gotta imagine seeing that in person. If you were just like in the audience, it's like, oh, this is
not okay, girl. Like. Are you okay? Are you okay? You know, that'd be very. Well, we'll get to the what other people say, but next, you know, they've done singing. They're gonna have a drink, and she asked for 2. We see Greta Lee on the TV with the Channel 3, which I think is a reference to Track 3. Opalite being Track 3, and then they start about to drink, and what happens?
Someone comes to sit next to her because the seat is empty, but then she's like, actually someone is sitting there,
and everyone's like, what?
Get away.
I will say the fact that they're in a barish area does remind me of like dive bar on the east side. Where you at? Like,
where you at? Yep. Yep. And I saw someone on Twitter, I wish I could remember who it was so I could credit them, but they were like, at every table I'll save you a seat. Ooh. And it's also like, this is a lonely woman desperate for connection, and she pushes up. Like, if someone sits next to you at the bar, likely you might talk to them, especially because it's like, oh, I've made a friend that I'm going to talk to. And she doesn't talk to this person because she's like, can you move my rock, who isn't talking to me or really drinking with me or anything, is sitting here.
Yeah, it really isolates the lonely woman even more. Which we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that later. And so she starts drinking with her rock friend. And pours alcohol down, like a $20 cocktail down a rock.
I know.
To me, it reminds me of I was a functioning alcoholic till nobody noticed, my new aesthetic. Like she's, we'll go a little more meta later, but it does remind me of like, oh, like drinking alone, because she's basically alone is like not good.
The house all alone with nobody's there,
right?
And also like you know that verse in This Is Me Trying where she's like pouring my heart out to a stranger, but I didn't pour the whiskey. Well, she's not talking to the stranger that she may have been able to like pour her heart out to, but she is drinking the alcohol.
Okay, well, let's go meta now, and then we can do it forward. So I think one of our friends like Irene and other people pointed out, like, it looks like she's preparing for something, right? Maybe preparing for, like, a big Eras tour. Again, in the meta narrative, right? In the next scene,
she's making the friendship bracelets. She's practicing over and over again. She's singing.
She's getting dressed, trying on we know she had costume problems, right? Like, I'm sure she had, like, other costume fittings. She had to plan the Eras tour stage and the moving parts and the set, like, that could be the cootie catcher / fortune teller. Like, there's things happening in her life that are so important to her, and this rock is not giving anything back. No enthusiasm.
Yeah. We even talked about the exercise scene.
Well, so I think that's why I brought it up. It's a perfect segue, right? So we're gonna see in this next scene where she's working out with it, what's it called on their head? The exercise band, the sweatband on her head. The Rock also has a sweatband, and she is going like so hard. Taylor is. You want to talk about it?
Yep. She is, first of all, she does this one like aerobics move where you lift your legs up and you're like sitting on your butt and your legs are up in the air and you're also like crunched and she's not even shaking. Like, first of
And she does
all,
it with the Rock.
Taylor, yeah, I'm like, Taylor, that is your most unrealistic part. The lonely woman should be shaking. Okay, like why is she not struggling? Anyway, but that's not the point. That was just me like laughing at it. But again, she's doing this like really hard exercises, and sometimes she's using the rock as the weight it is, like
Mm-hmm.
working against it to like move her body, which whoa, meta thing going on here. Let me stop before I make myself mad. But she's like, using it, pushing against the resistance of the rock, and then she gets up and the rock is sitting on all of her
Pillows.
comfortable pillows, and she's not, and she goes to high five the rock and gets nothing back.
What is that like song from 1989 TV?
I say I love you.
Mm-hmm.
It was also in my head.
Yeah.
You say nothing back.
Silence.
Say don't go.
Yep. And then silence. Yeah, there is a lot of so a lot of people make this connection, right? Like that rocks are stable, right? Even in the Bible, right? You want to build your house on the solid rock and not on the sand. That it's a stabilizing force. It's immovable, right? You can rely on it. But rocks can also be cold and indifferent. They can be burdensome. They don't give you warmth and fun and excitement. And there's even lyrics about like that. So it can be good or bad, right? Like you staring at the ceiling with you. You don't really say too much, right? You don't really read into my
melancholia.
Exactly, right?
Which is like, on the one hand, yeah, if I'm sad all the time, and we've talked about this, but on the other hand, why don't you ever read into my melancholy?
Yeah.
Like maybe something is wrong and you should just ask.
Yeah.
And the rock can never ask because it doesn't have a mouth and doesn't talk, but also it won't ask and it won't do any of that. And it's like,
yeah.
It's like, again, it's just gonna sit in her house and she's alone.
Mm-hmm. And we've seen Taylor's characters in her song say things like, I think he knows he better lock it down or I won't stick around, or I'm begging for you to take my hand. And the hardest one, like, is it insensitive for me to say get your shit together so I could love you? All the way to do something, babe, say something, lose something, babe, risk something. There's no risking here.
Yeah. It's like safe because the rock cannot move to leave. That's the thing. The rock will never leave you because it can't move. It won't talk to you. It's going to weigh you down. You're going to have to work against it all the time and pick it up and carry it and bring it everywhere. And it's going to be like a burden on you that you're just gaining the weight of, right? But it's never going to leave you because it will not leave you.
Yep. It's so sad. It's like when you have a girl who's smart, beautiful, all these things, and she's stuck with like a deadbeat who like doesn't do anything.
Bum.
A bum.
Leave him.
And I was like, girl, get up, get off that couch and run.
Run, leave him.
But we know this is not just a problem for one person. We get another character introduced very quickly. It's played by Donald Gleason. He's in bed, getting ready for bed. I think he's taking out his contacts, and he's
something like that.
Yeah, he's about to fall asleep next to his partner, a cactus.
And what are cactuses?
Cactuses are desert plants that protect themselves from being eaten by other animals because cactuses do hold a lot of moisture with very sharp prickles. Very, very sharp. Ouch.
Yep.
And so when he tries to put the eye mask on her, which is very sweet, right? He's like, you can't move, babe. I got you. She pricks him.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He's trying to be very caring, very like, let me nurture you, right? Prick. Ow. Like, I can't.
Did you laugh?
It's barbs.
Did you laugh when it says, and she was on her phone and you were just a pose, and it panned to his photo holding the cactus?
Yes. I did laugh. I was like, oh, okay.
It's so funny.
Oh my gosh. And you can tell the lonely man tries, like they go to the restaurant and he's like trying, and you can see like progressively as like the lonely woman is kind of losing her color, the lonely man is getting more and more and more hurt. Like more bandages
Yeah, so he gets
being
stabbed in
added.
the eye during the pool table. He goes to the movie theater. You can see like a ton of things are bandaged. The movie theater scene is funny because there's a little poster to the right of Kevin, the ticket person, saying no trash, no cactuses or something. It was very funny.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
they say, "Sir, please leave." Oh, we didn't talk about the "Sir, please
Oh
leave"
yeah.
for both the ticket taker and the bartender. What do you think?
The man, please leave, sir, please leave. I it literally is giving us during TTPD season being like, run, leave, this happening, you leave. It's giving my friends tried, but I didn't hear it.
Yes.
Um uh my friends say it isn't right. Like all of these friends are like, hey, leave. Just leave. You know you can leave, right?
Yeah.
Leave.
Yes.
You can go. This isn't suiting you.
Yes. So in the context of the song, it's hilarious being like,
It is.
but then in the context of the real life, it's like, oh, like they were getting warnings, right? So yeah, so then he goes to the restaurant, and not only is he bandaged, the lonely man, but so is the server.
I know. It's like, oh, so
Ah!
the cactus prickles everybody.
Everybody,
The
everybody.
cactus needs somebody that won't get hurt by their prickles.
Yeah. And imagine being so scared of your loved one that even though you have mistletoe at a Christmas party, you can't even, like, you're so scared to kiss them. Like, you can't.
I know.
And then there's Taylor Swift's brother in the background. Austin is in the bachelor party.
Hello,
Um,
Austin.
and
Um, yeah, you're scared of getting hurt, and you because it's the thing. The thing is, sometimes it's like anxiety is like fear that's unfounded.
mhm,
But this character is scared to kiss because he knows what's going to happen if he
yes.
does. So like the fear is not unfounded. It's like, oh, it will hurt me.
And then we go back to this Opalite infomercial with Cillian Murphy in the background. You don't super see his face yet, but Donald Gleason's character calls, and then both him and Taylor get their packages, and they open it up to these. This production value is crazy. This Opalite spray, and what happens to the
Yep.
spray? What? Who does what?
Okay, so the lonely man sprays the cactus, and the lonely woman sprays herself. Um, and okay, so it's like the lonely man has realized what is hurting him, and is like, "Do get out of my just spraying it. Let's see what happens." And you have the lonely woman who is like, I need to get out of the situation, but also maybe I'm the problem. So let me
It's
spray
me.
me.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm the garbage.
yeah. It turns
Um,
crappiness into happiness. So she thinks she's the crappy one, right? Like, she's like, if I once I fix me, he's gonna miss me.
he's gonna miss me once I fix me. Do 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 do. Anyway, but no, like yeah, like she sprays herself, and it's like one giving herself a chance by like literally she doesn't know what's gonna happen, but she's like I'm taking a risk on myself. But it's also like if I'm the problem, it'll make me better. Maybe it'll turn me into a rock too. I
I
don't know.
I do love though that yeah, it's not just that she thinks she's crappy, but I'm gonna take a chance on myself. I like that too. That's very empowering, right? Like yes,
Yeah.
because yeah, it's not so much just that I'm a bad person, but yeah, like I need to move on. I need something to happen. I love that. It's like the
Yes,
girl in
it's very
Tolerated.
active.
The girl in
Exactly.
Tolerated, she did remove the dagger, right? And
Mm-hmm.
and
She
and
said I
and
can be in the
escape.
lane if you didn't lose it.
I really like that. That's a great twist. Okay, and then so that all of a sudden, um, I love the camera work in this because it's a diptych where you have two images in one, where she suddenly disappears, right?
I'm
And then
sorry, Hannah.
and
I'm
then
a child.
yeah, you are a child. And so then she disappears, the bottle falls, and then Donald Gleason, it's still on him too. He looks to the side, and then he gasps, and then you get an extension of his scene because now Taylor's gone, and then the camera turns to Taylor in goo, in opalite goo.
Yep. The
Uh,
lonely woman is covered in this blue goo in the teeniest, tiniest shorts and white t-shirt. Listen,
and a
she
choker.
may be a mess, but she is sexy.
Yep.
She's still she's hot. Like, look, she knows. And he is like kind of taken aback. And then you get listen, you get the most beautiful scene ever. Like I look at the still from this and try not to cry of them in the bathroom
Yeah.
and she's sitting in the blue goo looking and he is watering her down, cleaning her off.
Yeah. And I love the way that she posed them. Like Taylor's obviously very vulnerable. She's a little hunched over. She's pulling up her knees towards her chest. He is like ramrod straight. Like I am not like you know, like when there's a scared puppy and you just need that strong, confident person to just kind of give them space but let them know that they're safe, you know? Like he's not trying to
Mhm.
like smother her with all this extra affection. And I know like this is a scared, vulnerable person. He's like, hey, I'm just here. I'm just gonna make sure you're cleaned up.
Yep.
I'm gonna make sure you're fine.
Yep.
I'll give you a
I'm
second.
gonna
And then
I'll give you something warm to put on,
exactly
his
no.
own cardigan.
Yes, I love that detail. So and Joseph Cassell, he confirmed it, right? Like so he in the when he opens the door, when Lonely Man opens the door, he's wearing a cardigan and then he gives it to her in the next scene. But someone tweeted today, he's redefining all of those blues. He's washing them away. Isn't that cute?
Exactly. Like, because she's covered in the blue goo, and blue has been like a prominent color for Taylor for like 5 albums.
Yes.
And suddenly they're redefined. But also, what I really love about the cardigan of it all is that in the song Cardigan, she's like, you put me on like I was a cardigan. I was on, you put me on said that I was your favorite. And in this, she's not the cardigan, but she's being gifted a cardigan, which she was singing when she was singing Cardigan. That was like, love and like that someone would put her on even though she was old and dusty, and he's like, look, here you go, here's mine,
She puts him
here's mine.
on.
Yes, she puts him on like it was an old cardigan. And because he was treated like an old cardigan, like shoved
Oh my
away into under the
gosh.
bed. Like, come on. Anyway.
Anyway, they end up at a dining table, which looks suspiciously like tables that have been in other Taylor Swift music videos, like Lover, but also like the Tolerate It table, where they're very far apart. They are on opposite ends of this table.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And tables typically represent, like in movies and like stories, they'll represent like distance, put it like literal distance, but also like miscommunications type distance, or like there is something that needs to be
there's a
said
separation,
and maybe
yeah.
it can't, like, yeah, it's like a separation.
And I love this because again, he is very ramrod straight, hands folded. Like I am not going to do anything. No quick movements. You are a scared little prey animal, right? And I'm just not gonna move. I'm just gonna stand here. And then she pulls up a chair and is like pulls out her little fortune teller. And what's his
And
immediate
she's
reaction?
so tentative about it, right? She like pulls it out like she's nervous she's not going to get any
No,
response. And he
Tay
goes,
actor. This scene is Tay actor.
I know. And then you get the lonely man going, oh, I love that game. And her face brightens immediately. And so does his, because he gets like Domhnall Gleeson, what an actor as well. Like he gets like crinkles by his eyes, like leaning down, leaning in, like you can see them bridge the gap immediately, like get closer.
It's
And it's like, oh.
And that's why tables are so good, because you see your
Yeah.
brain registers that separation and then it registers that closeness. Like, they
and
would
you
be
see the lonely woman take that risk
they would
and
be
come closer.
they would be that couple that sits together on the booth. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, Hannah, you are so funny. But they are, and literally, she makes herself get closer, and then they get even closer by leaning in.
Yes.
Like it is they. And it is like a moment of like, oh my God, wait, is this a kindred spirit?
Yeah.
Like you get me?
And
This
turns
never
out
happened before.
yes, because they show up at a 1 hour photo booth at the mall with a interesting background. You could say it looks a little bit like their engagement, Taylor and Travis's engagement kind of photo shoot. But obviously, this is just a very cheap, quote unquote cheap, like photo booth. This clearly has production design. We have a little crown on a pedestal. You wrap around me like a chain, a crown.
Like the chain, a crown. Which also, I saw somebody who tweeted this. This is not my original idea, but I was literally like, oh wait, the string from earlier being like thin, kind of easily breakable, versus chain, crown, vine, all like representing like strong connections.
I love that.
It's just so good. Like you can easily break a train or a vine.
So now we have
do some hack.
Yes. We have Taylor and Donald Gleeson in these very, very exaggerated 90s denim outfits. Looking absolutely ridiculous, but having the time of their lives in this photo booth with these ridiculous poses. Turns out the photographer is, in fact, Louis Capaldi.
And the photographer wants to be their friend, and they say, "Come in,
Yes.
come join us."
Yes.
And I think that is such a stark contrast to the cactus and the rock relationship, because people stayed away from cactus because it was prickly, and they thought her with the rock was weird. Like, you're pushing me away for this thing that's not going to talk to you, thinking about the bar.
Yes.
And so now they're together, and people want to be around them
Yep.
and want to know them too.
Yeah, and people just discovered this is the photos in the back of behind Louis Capaldi are Taylor's bandmates, which I think is hilarious. So
So
I will
cute.
say the cameos and the Easter eggs in this one are very well done. Like, I feel like they are woven in very well. But let us continue. They do even more weird photos. I think these are hilarious. I know they were cackling the whole time they were doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And then they end up going down, eating pretzels at the mall, holding hands.
I love this so much
This
because
It's
so good.
beautiful. And someone said it's that lyric from Wood, like, what's the lyric from Wood where they cross their
Fingers crossed in two, you put your hand on mine.
no, 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 no. Yes, it's
Exactly.
perfect. Oh, the only thing
And it's
crossed here,
gentle and it's sweet.
the only thing crossed here are the pretzels, right, when they're twisted around. Everything else is they are on the same page.
And
They,
again, he puts his hand down first and lets her meet him.
it's
Like, are we going to hold hands?
very Argentina coded,
Yeah.
where he just literally has his hand behind his back, just waiting for her by the tent, and she flings herself at him and throws her mouth on his mouth, and he has to be like, turn her around, like, whoa, 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 girl, like.
Like, like no, it's genuinely, again, it's like you can tell how considered he's being, but also what happens is, like, yes, he's letting her make the first move, but he's also not gonna let her make a bad move, if you will, like a self-destructing
Okay,
move.
let's hold that thought
Yep.
because we are getting Graham Norton himself selling
Yep.
Opalite, the number 2 spray, because this one reverses Opalite. And we have 2 Eras Tour dancers, Sam and Wiley, on a date walking. I will say Wiley doesn't look that happy. He looks, but Sam puts out his hand and gets sprayed and turned into a stapler. And Wiley's like, this is, to me, Wiley is saying, this is an improvement.
Like, and I think what's important about the Nopalite versus the Opalite is that, yes, Opalite is like man-made, and Taylor said man-made happiness, and it was like this man-made thing, but that does not mean after you use it, it doesn't take work. And that I think it's good that there's like a reversal of, like, there is a way out, but you have to make sure you're like taking the right like steps. Like Opalite, it's like the whole part of like man-made happiness is that you have to actively make your
Yes.
happiness. Like, you have to choose it. Just like he lets her choose to put his hand in her to put his hand in hers, right?
Yeah.
So we see the Nopalite work, and then they come up to it, and Taylor,
Oh, wait,
like,
not yet.
she's not even thinking.
Not
Okay,
yet,
go.
not yet, not yet. I will say that there were some people talking about, like, what does the stapler mean? What does stapler mean? I think the stapler is just an example. Like, it does not mean, it's not some kind of crazy. It's just like the beginning of the video where the dancer Karen uses it and gets a hot boyfriend and gets to live in paradise. It's just an example of this is what happens, and it's funny. But now they are eating their pretzel, about to eat their pretzel, and they notice a cactus stand with the ex-girlfriend, I guess, ex-partner, giving them the middle cactus fingers.
And
It's blurred
Taylor's
out.
like,
So funny.
it's so funny. And Taylor, the lonely woman, kind of doesn't care. She's a little weirded out by this. She's just like, okay.
And then she sees The Rock with a new friendship bracelet that says "fuck you forever," which is a kind of a callback also to Mad Woman. Does she mouth "fuck you forever"?
Mhm.
And The Rock is still covered in glitter, but we know this is all her glitter. This is not The Rock's glitter. She freaks out now. There's a beautiful horror movie shot with the 2 inanimate objects staring at them.
Yeah.
It's
There's something there of, like, she doesn't really care about the cactus. It's like, whatever. But the fear of the rock, or like the reaction to the rock, is interesting to me.
Yes, I agree. Like, it's just like, oh my gosh. And I think it's the power of the 2, because you, in that shot, you see both of them that are staring at her. I feel like, and that happens, right? When you have one bad thing after another, you get shook. It's natural.
Mhm.
And so it pushes her back into that Nopalite store, area where there's he's comforting her, and but then the Opalite guy's like, "Do you want a free sample?" And she sticks
Mhm.
out her wrist.
And and the lonely man pushes that away. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
No, 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 no. And Hannah, our good friend Drew had
bless her soul.
really insight about this. Do you wanna
Yeah.
tell us?
So it's very, just very succinctly, it's very much like, hey, like, she's, yes, healed, but there's still this kind of neurological pathway in her brain that's like, oh, am I still the problem? It's still me, right? And so she's very quick to just stick her hand out, you know? Well, you could even say that it's like, oh, women are conditioned to just, take whatever the world gives them, whether it's a free sample or uh, blaming them for the world's problems. Like she's like immediately like, oh, okay, like it's very accepting of that. Uh,
Yeah. It's like self-destructive habits don't immediately go away,
yes,
right? But when you have a support system who can help recognize the self-destructive habits, they can like, hey, look what you're doing, look, and like bat it away and help you. So that's like kind of what happening here. She has a support system who would hit the thing out of her hand. When she used the Opalite spray, there's nobody around her that could be like, you don't have to do that. Like everybody was kind of like, obviously the lonely woman doesn't have any friends. She just has like people were like, hey, leave. But what I mean is that like there was no one around her to like reassure her or whatever that like you don't have to spray Opalite on herself. But here she has someone's like, hey, you do not have to stick your hand out and be sprayed by Opalite. You're there is no issue here. And in fact, he does it without abandon, like immediate reaction of like scoping the scene, seeing what's going on, and being like, "Hey, stop!" Or it's like if you've ever been like the type of person to like put yourself down, and you have a support system, they'll be like, "What are you talking about?
yeah.
Don't talk about it. Like what are you doing?
Uh,
Let's think about this, talk this out."
and I just love their expressions. It's just so funny. The exaggerated ah!
Yeah.
And then the Opalite bottle flies in the air, and we get this incredible dance sequence. Reminds me, yes, of the Friends scene with Rachel and Ross dancing in the club. It also reminds me a lot of Silver Linings Playbook, where
Yeah.
they enter the contest knowing that they're not the best, but they just need to hit a parlay. And it also reminds a lot of people of the Me music video at the end, right? And dancing is a symbol of people coming together, right? Of like being in sync. And this one, they are so in sync and so in their own world. I love
And
it.
it's like it's corny and it's silly, and everybody around them is like, "This is awful. Like, what is happening? Like, this is kind of terrible. We're tired of you." Actually, the yawning of like, "We're tired of you. We're tired of seeing you dance. We're sick of it. We're sick of it." And the judges give them zeros, and then you hear like the music cuts out, and you hear the lonely man go, "You're amazing." Well, okay,
I
just so.
shook when I heard that because it's so reminiscent of Honey, right? But you say it like you're in
Mhm.
awe of me and you stay until the morning, right? Like I know that it's just a symbol of like, hey, like she just wanted The Rock to say, "Oh, what a mind," right? Sweet nothing. But instead he just said, The Rock said, "Lovely." Like that's lovely. That's nice. But this lonely man, no longer a lonely man, is like, you are the most incredible person in the planet.
And lift her up off the ground, and you
And
hear
her
like the lonely
laughing.
woman's like dolphin laugh, and they're
Yes.
just having like, listen, everybody gave them zeros, and they don't care because they had a blast. They only went to have fun, and it doesn't matter
Yeah, they didn't go
what
to win.
anybody
They
else
went to
had
have
going
fun
on.
in their little glittery tracksuits. Oh,
And the glitter from before is on her eyes and
and his
face, and
eyes. They
exactly,
are
they're
both
matching.
glittering. And
They match each other's freak.
they do. And remember how earlier I said the colors in her shirt? So in when she was doing the cootie catcher fortune teller, she was wearing bright colors, but then the color and she wore that red dress. But then she started getting much more muted colors, especially after after all that bad stuff happened in the goo. And now here she's glitter. She is
I'm just
I'm sure
getting
she would
color
barf.
back into my
I'm
face, Hannah.
That's yeah. So at the dining table, I just getting color back into my face, and here I bet if she could, she would vomit glitter. Right, like she is just spewing out of her, everywhere. It is so fun. And then we have like this little epilogue.
Happiness, fun, magic. It's so good.
Happiness, fun, magic, yes. And in the epilogue, we have the Rock and Cactus got together. Because, yeah, maybe if all of our toxic exes just did their own thing over there, the world would just be happier. Like,
Yeah, 'cause look, the cactus can't hurt the rock, and the rock can't be hurt by the cactus.
it's, yeah, good for them. Stapler is happily single and has been working through his possessive codependent tendencies in therapy. So, again, this is why I think it's just a joke. It's funny. And that's why the boyfriend Wiley was like fine with it becoming a stapler, because like, okay, I can move on, like, and you could figure your own life out. And then we have what's the next bit? Oh, then it go into trash is just trash, or garbage is just garbage.
Yeah.
Which is true. Do not eat out of the trash. Don't be around.
Exactly.
Don't be like our. And then we have this Graham Norton recap to show how this music video came together, and just phenomenal how that, like, the fact that you could see the idea spring in her face. I'm sure she had some kind of rom-com concept, but as soon as Donald Gleason was like, I want to be in it, she's like, perfect, I'm going to cast you, I'm going to change up a couple things, bada bing bada boom.
What's really fun to me is I feel like someone could put the song Paper Rings over this music video and it still be just this fun, like, because Paper Rings also sounds like a rom-com. Like, this is like rom-com fun music. It's fun. And if you're not having fun, it's okay. I think it's important, like, the Lonely Woman doesn't condemn the judges for giving her all zeros.
No,
they don't care, because they are having a good time.
Yeah, they are. And I think this music video really shows someone, oh gosh, who tweeted this? They said it really shows that don't settle. Like, both lonely man, lonely woman, right? Like, you can find true love and happiness. And Opalite, you can make Opalite in your life. You just got to find it. And speaking of the Opalite, right? Like, it's not a magic cure spray, right? Yes, it got her out of the situation, quote unquote, like, it gave her the courage to leave, but she's the one who scooted next to him at the table, right? He's the one who was like, we're gonna take this slow, I'm not gonna, you know.
He rinsed her off and wasn't disgusted by that she was a mess.
Exactly, right? It's
even though, like,
it still pushes you. You took that bold step, and now it's up to you to make the most of it.
Mm-hmm.
And can we talk about how happy she is? Like, yes, she was happy in the Ophelia music video, but then in this one, I think we really go back to, I would say, even, like, it gives me Fearless vibes, right? The whole, like, boy and girl, like, and coming together, and it's at a dance. Did I say love story? No, You Belong With Me music video in the Fearless album, right? Of, like, boy, girl, get together at the dance at the end, and you get that silly goofiness that she had in that in that music video.
It's like the childlike wonder and joy that she's, like, they're both allowed to express a lot of excitement and not be afraid to, like, throw their arms around each other or to touch. Because I just think, you know, in the dance, he lifts her up, right? Before she had been doing the lifting.
Yep.
So she gets to be lifted and he gets to touch.
Yes.
And which is something they both couldn't do before.
And then it does also remind me about the Anti-Hero music video, the kind of the subdued colors, kind of the set design. But this is clearly an alternate universe, right? Or, like, in the future or something like that. I love that.
The alternate universe where, you know how in the Anti-Hero song, it's like, one day I'll watch as you're leaving and life will lose all its meaning. Alternate universe where she watched as you're leaving and it was okay. Just because it felt like the world was ending, it was not. Somebody's going to help you wash off in the shower. Like, it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Just give yourself a chance. Oh, I love the Opalite music video so much. And now I'm like, which music video do I hope wins more awards? Taylor, you haven't given us multiple music videos to like.
Yeah,
and they're both so good.
Yeah, the concepts of both are incredibly strong. Yeah, love them so much. Any other final thoughts other than we love Taylor and Opalite?
Taylor as a director has grown by such leaps and bounds. It's genuinely so fascinating
Yeah.
to see where she goes, which lets me know like she hasn't given up her directorial ambitions. So I'm very excited about that.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was looking at the lyrics one more time to make sure we didn't miss anything. One is, "You finally left the table, and what a simple thought. You're starving till you're not." That's the scene where like Domhnall Gleeson finally gets up and like is like, "This isn't gonna work." Thought that was very clever. All the ohs being shown on screen so cleverly,
Mm-hmm.
and the bridge being all these bad things happening all at once at the mall. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then
This is just
yeah,
a story. I like the fact that that happens because again, it explains. Just shelter here with me, my love. I would toss out that Opalite. Like, no, stay away. Like they can't get us. Oh,
it's so cute. And then obviously they had to have some dancing because of that. You are dancing through the lightning strikes. Um, the way that she also puts that in is really incredible. And obviously all the cameos by her dancers, her singers. We didn't do every single one, but it's so cool that she's able to just bring in more people and have more fun. And I think that's something that she really builds as a community where everyone feels seen and heard. So,
yep.
any
Oh, true.
thoughts on an emoji for this one?
Um, you know, I can't think of one. Like, I don't know. Like, what
I mean, I
do
wish
you
that
think, Hannah?
is there a mall emoji or is there a
Oh my God!
pretzel
Wait.
emoji? What?
Speaking of the mall, you know the line, we were like the mall before the internet.
Yes.
This is an example of that. Like
Yeah.
it's popping in there.
Yeah, because it's the 90s. We didn't have like the internet on our phones yet.
We're like the mall before the internet again.
What was the one I just said? A pretzel. I want to see if they have a
Um,
pretzel.
pretzel.
Do they have a pretzel emoji?
I don't know.
I'm gonna check
They
right now.
probably should. This is just
There is. There's a pretzel
story.
emoji. Please send us a pretzel
Okay,
emoji.
use a pretzel version. Yeah.
Okay, 100%. Well, thank you guys for listening so much. We will be back with Evermore next week, unless Taylor releases another Life of a Showgirl music video, in which case we'll have to figure something out.
She might do it
She might.
just to be annoying.
Oh my
She'll be like,
gosh.
"Here's a behind the scenes. Do you guys want to talk about my behind the scenes video?"
That would be incredible. That'd be incredible. We'll take it. We'll take it. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Bye.